Welcome to the Stoic Strength. In today's episode, we'll explore 10 things Stoics don't do. From not fearing change to not seeking revenge, these timeless principles help us lead more resilient and focused lives. Stay tuned to learn how embracing these Stoic practices can transform your mindset and enhance your daily life. Let's dive in. Don't fear change. Change is an inevitable part of life. And for Stoics, embracing change is fundamental to their philosophy. Stoics understand that fearing change is futile because change is the very essence of existence. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most prominent Stoic philosophers, emphasized that everything good in life comes from change. He taught that instead of fearing change, we should prepare for it and trust in our ability to handle whatever comes our way. Imagine a river constantly flowing, never the same at any 2 points. This is how Stoics perceive life. Each moment is a new opportunity, a fresh beginning. By embracing change, Stoics cultivate resilience and adaptability. They understand that clinging to the past or fearing the future only leads to unnecessary suffering. Instead, they focus on what they can control, how they respond to change. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "What am I going to do about tomorrow? I am going to meet it with the same weapons I met today." This profound statement reflects the Stoic confidence in their preparedness and capability. They know that by honing their virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, they can face any change with equanimity. In practical terms, this means letting go of the need for certainty and security. It means being open to new experiences, challenges, and opportunities, trusting in your ability to navigate them. By not fearing change, you liberate yourself from the anxiety and stress that often accompany life's inevitable shifts. Don't sweat the small stuff. Life is full of distractions and trivialities that can easily consume our attention and energy. Stoics teach us to differentiate between what is important and what is not, to focus on what truly matters. Marcus Aurelius advised, "You're better off not giving small things more attention than they're worth." This principle is about prioritizing our attention and energy on things that genuinely contribute to our well-being and personal growth. Stoics believe that most of the daily occurrences are insignificant in the grand scheme of things. They advocate for a mindset where we don't let minor irritations or inconveniences disturb our inner peace. Imagine you're stuck in traffic, and someone cuts you off. It's easy to let such a minor incident ruin your day. But a Stoic would remind you that this is a trivial matter, not worth your emotional energy. They would suggest asking yourself, is this essential? Does this matter in the long run? If the answer is no, then it's best to let it go and refocus on what is truly important. Seneca, another great Stoic philosopher, taught that life is too short to waste on petty concerns. He encouraged focusing on our goals, values, and the tasks that bring us closer to where we want to be. This doesn't mean ignoring all small details, but rather not allowing them to consume us or detract from our greater purpose. In essence, not sweating the small stuff means developing a discerning mind that can filter out the noise and concentrate on what truly matters. It means cultivating patience, tolerance, and a calm demeanor in the face of daily challenges. Don't value others' opinions above your own. In a world where social media and public opinion hold significant sway, it's easy to get caught up in what others think of us. However, Stoics teach that valuing others' opinions above our own is a path to misery and self-doubt. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, advised reflecting on the source of criticism and considering whether the opinions of others should truly affect us. He suggested thinking about the person who criticizes us, their motivations, and their character. Often we find that those who judge us harshly do not possess the qualities or achievements we respect or aspire to. Therefore, why should their opinions hold weight over our self-assessment? Stoics believe in an internal scorecard, a personal set of values and principles that guide our actions and self-worth. This internal benchmark is what matters, not the fluctuating opinions of those around us. Marcus Aurelius put it aptly, "We love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinions than our own." This paradox highlights the irrationality of giving undue importance to external validation. Epictetus, another key Stoic thinker, emphasized the importance of self-reliance and self-approval. He argued that seeking external approval means handing over our happiness and autonomy to others. Instead, we should cultivate a strong sense of self that is independent of outside opinions. This doesn't mean being indifferent to constructive feedback, but rather not being swayed by the superficial judgments of others. In practice, this means focusing on your own values, goals, and the standards you set for yourself. It means being confident in your path and decisions, knowing that true contentment comes from within. By valuing your own opinion above others, you build a robust inner foundation that is resilient to external pressures and criticism. Don't start from behind. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to fall into the trap of starting your day in a reactive mode, immediately checking messages, emails, and social media notifications upon waking up. This habit can set a tone of frenzy and anxiety for the rest of the day. Stoics, however, advocate for a more intentional and controlled start to the day. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, emphasized the importance of not being jerked around like a puppet by external events. He believed that how you start your day can significantly impact your mental state and productivity. Instead of reacting to the demands of others, Stoics prioritize their own intentions and goals for the day. A proactive morning routine is crucial for maintaining control and setting a positive tone. This might include practices such as meditation, journaling, reading, or exercise, activities that center and prepare you for the challenges ahead. By starting the day with purpose, you can ensure that you are not immediately overwhelmed by the external noise and demands of the world. Seneca also highlighted the importance of being deliberate with your time. He suggested that we often waste precious moments on trivialities, and by the time we get to what truly matters, the day is almost over. By starting the day with intention, you prioritize your most important tasks and set the stage for a more productive and fulfilling day. In essence, not starting from behind means taking charge of your mornings and setting a deliberate, focused tone for your day. It's about being proactive rather than reactive, ensuring that you control your day rather than letting external circumstances dictate your actions and emotions. Don't be so reachable. In our hyper-connected world, being constantly reachable can lead to significant stress and distraction. Stoics, however, understood the value of solitude and uninterrupted focus. Napoleon Bonaparte famously wouldn't read his mail until 3 weeks after it arrived, understanding that most issues resolve themselves without his intervention. This principle is about guarding your time and attention against unnecessary interruptions. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus would likely have practiced similar strategies to protect their mental space. They recognized that being overly accessible meant being constantly pulled into matters that could disrupt their concentration and productivity. The idea is not to be completely unreachable, but to set boundaries that allow you to focus on what truly matters. To implement this in modern life, consider practices such as setting specific times for checking emails and messages, turning off non-essential notifications, and creating periods of deep work where you are not to be disturbed. This approach helps maintain a clear mind and prevents the constant fragmentation of attention that comes with being too reachable. By not being so reachable, you create space for meaningful work and personal reflection. You allow yourself the time and mental clarity needed to tackle significant tasks and develop deeper insights. Don't have an opinion on everything. In our age of information overload, it's easy to feel pressured to have an opinion on every issue. However, Stoics teach that it is not necessary or even wise to form an opinion on every matter. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You always have the option of having no opinion." This principle is about maintaining mental tranquility by not letting every external event disturb your peace. Having an opinion on everything can lead to unnecessary stress and distraction. Stoics believe that many things in life are indifferent. They neither contribute to nor detract from our virtue and well-being. By choosing not to engage with these indifferent matters, we can preserve our mental energy for what truly matters. This doesn't mean ignoring important issues or being apathetic. Instead, it's about discerning which matters are worth our attention and which are not. When faced with a situation or piece of information, a Stoic asks, "Is this essential? Does it contribute to my personal growth and the fulfillment of my duties?" If the answer is no, it's best to let it go. This approach can be particularly useful in the digital age, where we are bombarded with news, opinions, and controversies from around the world. By being selective about what we engage with, we can maintain our focus on our goals and values, rather than being constantly swayed by the latest trending topic. In practice, not having an opinion on everything means cultivating a sense of detachment from the non-essential. It means recognizing that our mental and emotional energy is finite and choosing to invest it wisely. By doing so, we can maintain a calm and focused mind, in line with the Stoic ideal of inner tranquility. Don't look for outside approval. One of the core tenets of Stoic philosophy is the understanding that true contentment and self-worth come from within, not from external validation. Epictetus famously said, "If you look outside yourself for approval, you have settled." By seeking approval from others, you hand over control of your happiness and self-esteem to external forces, which can be unpredictable and fickle. Stoics emphasize the importance of maintaining an internal scorecard, a set of personal values and standards that guide one's actions and decisions. This internal benchmark allows you to remain steadfast in your sense of self-worth, regardless of external opinions. Instead of seeking validation from others, cultivate a strong sense of self by setting personal goals and measuring your success against them. This internal focus not only strengthens your resolve, but also shields you from the emotional turbulence that often accompanies the pursuit of external approval. Don't avoid responsibility. Stoics believe that embracing responsibility is crucial for personal growth and fulfillment. Avoiding responsibility can lead to a lack of purpose and a diminished sense of self-worth. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, taught that taking on responsibilities is a pathway to developing virtues such as courage, wisdom, and justice. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on his duties and responsibilities as a Roman emperor, recognizing that fulfilling them with integrity was essential to his character. He believed that shirking responsibilities undermined one's potential and hindered personal development. Stoics view responsibility as an opportunity to practice their virtues and contribute positively to society. In practical terms, this means embracing your duties and commitments, whether they are in your personal, professional, or communal life. By doing so, you cultivate a sense of purpose and integrity. Don't dwell on the past. The Stoic perspective on time is forward-looking. Stoics believe that dwelling on the past is counterproductive and can impede personal growth. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, emphasized the importance of focusing on the present moment and learning from the past without being bound by it. He wrote, "Confine yourself to the present. Dwelling on the past often leads to regret, guilt, and a sense of helplessness. Stoics advocate for learning from past experiences and using those lessons to improve the present and future. By focusing on what can be controlled, your current actions and attitudes, you free yourself from the chains of past mistakes or missed opportunities." Seneca also emphasized the futility of regret. He believed that what is past cannot be changed, and therefore it is irrational to let it affect your present state of mind. Instead, Stoics encourage us to accept the past, learn from it, and move forward with wisdom and purpose. In practical terms, this means practicing mindfulness and staying anchored in the present. When thoughts of the past arise, acknowledge them, extract any valuable lessons, and then redirect your focus to what you can do now. This approach not only enhances your mental well-being, but also aligns with the Stoic principle of living a life of virtue and purpose. Remember, Stoic philosophy is not just about understanding these principles, but actively applying them in your daily life. Whether it's embracing change, not sweating the small stuff, or taking control of your mornings, each step you take towards living these principles brings you closer to a life of greater clarity, purpose, and inner peace. If you found this episode insightful, make sure to subscribe for more discussions on how Stoic philosophy can empower you to live your best life. Join us on this journey of personal growth and strength, and let's continue to build a community grounded in wisdom and resilience. Stay strong, stay stoic.